Welcome back. This is Nonstop Radio with your host, Beretta James. And
your boy, Emilio Akbar. You already know. Yeah, so we just got finished listening to the Diamond in the Rough segment. First song was by my man Jay Banger. You know, that song called Birds and Bees. Definitely hit us up. Let us know what you think about that. The second song was by my man Jep of Too Much. You know what I mean? That was called Straight Jacket. Definitely some real like Harlem shit. And the second one is from my man from out of Miami area. Goes by the name of Hero. He's a real popular indie artist out there right now, you know, from the 315 area. And that song was called Black Velvet. You know what I mean? Definitely hit us up in the comments. Let us know how you feel about that. And, you know, tell us, basically let the artists know how they feel, whether you like it, whether it was a diamond in a rough or a bust. You know what I mean?
all right, now I told y'all, I mean, we got my man from Arkansas. Or I've told you Arkansas, you think, but yo, he got that fire, yo, and we got him, yo. We got him on the Spotlight segment.
Definitely. Artist, introduce yourself. You on the line.
Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Tanner, man.
Tanner, what's good, brother? Good to have you on the show, man.
Oh, man, I thank you.
Definitely, man. Yo, so how you doing tonight, man? Talk to us. What's on your mind, man? How you feeling?
Nah, I'm good, man. Everything's good. No complaints, man. I'm here. I'm glad I had more work, you know?
Yeah, I know that's right, man. Definitely, man. We want to thank you and appreciate you for, you know, being our first artist, our first ever artist in the Spotlight segment here on Nonstop Radio. So we about to get to it, man. So tell us about yourself, man. Let the people know who you are.
Oh, man, me, man. I'm Tanner, man. Cool dude. Hey, great artist, man. I'm cool to work with, man. Overall, just a good dude, man. I'm a good dude, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. So, like, tell us about your music. Like, who are some of the biggest influence you had in your music right now?
Oh, man. Definitely, as a big fan of this dude, man, I gotta say Drake. Like, man, yeah, Drake, man. The things that he's doing, man, and the consistency, man, he's a big influence. And also my man Ho, which is like my favorite artist / businessman.
Okay.
You know, I gotta give a shout out to Ho, man, and him and Diddy. Like, those cats play a big part of, you know, how I want to do my music and conduct my business. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I be telling a lot of people about Drake, man. Like, I'm not a real big fan about a lot of his music, but man, he is consistent. And some of the things that he put out, it do be good. Yeah. Like the beef with him in Common, you know what I mean? Like, he did said it. I mean, Drake is an entertainer, and he's doing a real good job at it. I don't even look at him as a rapper, but as far as the entertainment, like, I think he's real good though.
Right.
But see, you gotta also understand, this is coming from a low-key Drake fan over here next to me. Yeah, I got this nigga got a poster in his fucking closet of Drake hanging out.
Yo, I got a Drake poster on my ceiling. I fuck all my bitches to a Drake poster.
Yo, this nigga stupid. Oh, man.
Everybody love Drake. Shit.
Yeah, I hear you. Shit, but I still say Meek Mill won that battle, though. It's like, nah, I'm lying. Meek Mill's got washed by that dude.
Yeah, he did. He got bodied by singing it. He said it, yeah. Ever since that battle, Drake kind of had me as a little fan ever since he beat that battle, yo.
Yeah, see, this nigga over here, like, he rep for the light-skinned niggas. Like, he the mascot, so.
Light-skinned niggas gotta stick together, yo. Shout out to Steph Curry, too. Even though he having a bad series, but shout out to him, too.
Speaking of Steph Curry, look like Golden State ready to go home tonight. What you think about that?
Oh yeah, man, I'm tuned into it, man, and it's looking like it, man.
Yeah, I kind of hope they do too, man, because honestly, like, I don't know, man. A lot of people out here ain't no real Golden State fans. A lot of them out here just, you know, they just, you know, pump faking because they a winning team and they broke the Bulls record. So I don't really think they real, you know, Golden State fans. But anyway, teachers, you know.
Yo, Tanner, man, people want to know, man, what do you got on your playlist, yo? What do you listen to when you're not recording music yourself? Who you listening to?
Man, I promise to you, man, Drake. like I said, man, I'm a real Drake fan, man, and I'm pretty much checking out the views from the 6th album right now. That's what I'm listening to right now. But I listen to a lot, man. I listen to a lot of Biggie, which is like my all-time favorite.
Baby,
and like I said, Drake, a lot of Hov, man, and that's pretty much on my playlist, man. A lot of old school blues music and shit like that.
Now, like, question. You know what I mean? I heard you say Biggie and you said Hov, right? Now, this is a long running feud that everybody's going to debate because Biggie's not here to factor into the equation right now. But if he was still alive, who you think would be better?
Whew. Man, that's a good question, man. That honestly, man, I would say Hov, man.
You think so?
I would say Hov.
Respect.
I think Hov, man.
I don't know, because even Reasonable Doubt really didn't get no play until like after In My Life Volume 1 dropped. Then people started really recognizing Dre big, since the first album, since the what was the movie Who's the Man soundtrack, that song dropped, Party and Bullshit. Biggie's been that guy, yo.
True. Biggie definitely was one of a kind, Not too many artists. Go ahead.
I don't want to say that, Biggie, if he was still alive, his music would die out, man, because, Hov was out sort of, before Big was,
True.
And I don't want to say he would die out, but I think it'll be more of, his music. Him and Pac both, man, I think they would have kind of calmed down on their own, probably would have left the scene, if they both were still alive, probably some years ago, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
And you see Hov, man. Hov is like, he gonna give you an album every 17 goddamn years, But when he come, man, he gonna come new. He gonna come raw, So that's kind of how I feel about it. I think Hov will be on top of it right now.
True. And the thing I argue the most with a lot of people, especially like my man, like I got a couple of friends, that I know, they real big Hov fans. So I say, and I've always felt like if Hov would have went ahead and just retired, say after the Black album, especially at the way where he was then, I really think like his legacy would have probably been solidified as being the number one greatest of all time. If he would have just left it alone then and never made another album, never did another feature, I really think that he would have solidified his space at the number one spot. But being that he stayed around longer than what he should have, I feel as though like now that discussion is still up to grabs, because you still got a lot of people out there that feel if Pac was alive, that Pac would be number one, or if Pun was alive, if Big L was alive. Everybody got different opinions, but the best way we could ever figure that out is if they was here, so.
Well, I could tell you, Pac would have shut everything down.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't a real major Pac fan. I'm not gonna front like I was, but at the end of the day, like Pac's body of work, where you got people talking about you and doing like studies on you in colleges, like you gotta respect that, because you got not too many artists out there that can say that their music is the way they live their lifestyle was the whole topic of a whole class, you know what I'm saying? So that's a big accomplishment in its own.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so another question I wanted to know is like, what story or purpose to your music do you want to tell? Like, what purpose do you want your music to serve to your fans and those who may have hearing you for the first time?
Pretty much, me, what I do every day and where I come from and my background. Like, I'm gonna give the listeners what they want to hear. You know what I mean? But also, I'm gonna give you me and give you the story that I come from, which is the struggle and out here grinding and trying to get it and this and that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's what's up, because a lot of that's what's up. A lot of artists out there nowadays, they claim they struggle, but the first thing that come out their mouth is money and clothes and fashion and fame, and knowing that they was not born and raised with that.
Right. Like, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I got that in my music, and like I said, I want to give the listeners what they want to hear, as well as telling, what's real. Now you know what I mean, but
Right.
you know it's also a thing of what we want
True.
coming from the struggle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
So
cool.
if you hear me say we got money, we balling. You know what I mean?
Right.
We out here working and. Hey, let's go out and have a good time and celebrate the things that we have accomplished. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Coming from that
Definitely
struggle,
enjoying,
you know
like,
what I mean?
yeah, like enjoying the fruit of your labor, so to speak.
Right.
See, I could feel that, you know what I mean? Because you also got stories of the struggle and everything. You know what I mean? Like, like I said, a lot of the new artists that's coming out, you don't even hear about no type of struggle. You know what I mean? Like Tiger, you know what I mean? For instance, I mean, the guy never struggled in his life, but, you know what I mean? Some of the songs he put out do be pretty decent, but he can't really relate to a crowd like us that been through the struggle and, you know, came from the bottom and really, even Drake started from the bottom and, you know, now we're here. He really can't really relate to that.
Right.
I mean, this nigga started off on Degrassi. What bottom did you come from?
That was a hard role to play in a wheelchair.
I guess that's the bottom. I mean, hey, but I mean, I feel him, but at the same time, like, who knows what his real backstory was before he got into Hollywood and doing that right there. You know?
Rolling over bitches in wheelchairs.
What was his name? Jimmy Wheelchair or Wheelchair Jimmy, something like that. But yo, we gotta take a quick break. We gotta get into one of your songs. So why don't you go ahead and introduce that song to us, man?
Okay, man. This is my new single, man. Well, my latest single, man. Work. Y'all check that out, man.
Definitely. You're now tuned into Non-Stop Radio. We gotta play that Work for y'all by my man Tanner. Lock in, let us know what you think about it. Here we go. Non-Stop Radio.